US President Joe Biden has said that the first batch of Abrams tanks will arrive in Ukraine next week. The amount of military aid given to Ukraine is tracked by the Kiel Institute, but the data only accounts for donations up until the end of July. The US announced a new military aid package for Ukraine worth up to $100 million. Tanks. Dozens of tanks have already been committed. Ukraine says they are urgently needed to defend its territory and to push out Russian troops. The Leopard 2 is used by a number of European countries, and is considered to be easier to maintain and more fuel efficient than most other Western tanks. The Leopard 2 is used by a number of European countries, and is considered to be easier to maintain and more fuel efficient than most other Western tank, and Ukraine's armed forces know how to operate them, and how to maintain them, and had a lot spare parts for them. Recent footage of a Ukrainian attack on Russian positions show that at least one Leopard tank and several Bradleys are already in use by Ukrainian forces. The UK led the way in NATO by offering to provide the Challenger to its main
However,
battle
as the
tank.
conflict
The
unfolds,
Challenger 2 was built in the Equipmen or suffered, but is significantly more advanced than other tanks available to Ukraine's armed forces. Ukraine used Warsaw Pact designed T-72 tanks prior to the invasion, and since February 2022 has received more than 200 T-72 from Poland, the Czech Republic and a small number of other countries.
That gifted Challenger 2s to Ukrainians. The fact that one of those Challenger 2s has just won a competition as a lethal tank, one of the most lethal tanks in NATO, is really dramatic. And then carry out the engagement whilst the commander then goes to scan the gunner's arc to make sure that the sort of full battle space in front of you is covered and you're acquiring targets as quickly as humanly possible. And then it's a full team effort.
They were used extensively by US forces in Iraq. This highly sophisticated system has a range of up to 60 miles 800 km, depending on the type of missile used, and requires specialized training for Ukrainian soldiers, likely to be carried out at a US Army base in Germany. Since the start of the conflict, Ukraine has been using Soviet-era S-300 surface to air systems against Russian attacks. The US has also provided National Advanced Surface to air
since the days of the Cold War. It's a ferocious cat.
In addition, the UK has provided several air defense systems, including Starstreak, designed to bring down flying aircraft,
which outnumbered NATO almost 3 to 1. Amidst rising geopolitical tensions, West Germany acknowledged
high-mobility artillery rocket system on Mars. Several European countries have also sent similar systems. HIMARS are believed to have been central to Ukraine's success in pushing Russian forces back in the south, particularly in Kherson in November. HIMARS systems are much more accurate, have a longer potential range than recent systems used on the Russian anti-tank weapons. Thousands of NLAs following weapons designed to destroy tanks with a single shot have also been supplied to Ukraine. While the Turkish manufacturer of the system has donated drones to crowdfund operations in support of a supply of shells, analysts say the Bayraktar TB2 have been extremely effective, flying at about 25,000 feet 7,600 meters before descending to attack Russian targets with laser-guided bombs. But in May, President Joe Biden announced the US would support providing advanced fighter jets including the Smiley FHA to Ukraine and also back training Ukrainian pilots to fly. The US endorsement also allows other nations to export their own F-16 jets, as the US legally has to approve the re-export of equipment purchased by allies. Denmark and the Netherlands have since confirmed that they will supply Ukraine with F-16 fighter jets. Denmark has committed to sending 19 aircraft, whilst it is anticipated that the Netherlands will provide more. and
The US has allowed
Is the thinking behind the strike? conflict between
These missile systems have proven their relevance and effectiveness. The missile's development dates back to the 1980s, with the primary goal of replacing the existing Rapier missile system, which was a key element.
Do it, push! Let's go! Let's go!